Hello everybody. In this video I'm going to show you how to put on the DigiByte decals. But first I want to tell you how to take them off when and if you ever want to take them off. If you're putting them on glass, all you'd have to do is take a one-edge razor blade and basically scrape the sticker off. If you're taking them off of paint, then you're going to have to take a hair dryer and heat them up and just use your fingernail and peel the stickers off. But after you take the stickers off, there's going to be some adhesive most likely that's going to be left. So the way to get the adhesive off is just use WD-40. Don't waste your money buying any adhesive remover. It's a waste of money. Just spray it down with WD-40, and you don't have to get real crazy on it. And let it set for about maybe 5 minutes. Then take paper towels and probably spray some WD-40 on that too, and it should start wiping right off, and it should come off pretty easy. Then take soap and water and wash the WD-40 off real good. WD-40 won't hurt your paint. After I show you how to put them on, then I'm going to show you how they're going to be shipped and what you can expect to get and how you expect to get it. Then I'm going to cover how much they are and how you go about paying for them. Make sure your windows clean first. First, just kind of hang it about where you think you want it. We're going to center it up later in a little bit, but just get it close. That edge right there, that blue line right there, the blockchain, that's the edge, and then here. Okay, that's centered. Then measure up to the bottom of this line so it's the same. Okay, that's set. But after you do that, stand back and make sure it looks right from standing back and looking at it. Okay, after you get this all centered up, you take your time and make sure these are where you want it. Stand back, look at it, make sure it looks right. Then you're going to tape this thing down. This one right here, don't put it a little bit off of center, and you'll see why in a little bit. Scissors. Okay, and get rid of that one. And get rid of this other one here too. No, I take that back. No, I gotta leave that one on. Okay. Pull that one off. These two here are gonna keep this from shifting. Peel out the back. Make sure you hold that out. Try not to touch the sticker part itself, and then trim off the back. Okay. Now you're basically just going to roll this thing on. Putty knife, and you just start working this thing. And you're working the air out of that. Don't want to rush on this. Once it sticks, you can't pull it off. So take your time. Just keep pushing it out there. Okay. Now pull this one out. This down here, you gotta leave that on there because you don't want that sign to shift right yet. Pull it off, out. Holding that out. Start working it again. This is going to be a little harder because you could get it crooked. And just rub it into your finger. and just peel the top off slowly. There it is. If you would have got a bubble in here, just say you got a little air bubble that you can't work out, and these little stickers you wouldn't. If you're putting on the big ones like on my car, yeah, that's a real problem. But these, you probably, if you do it right, you probably shouldn't have a problem. But if you do get one, stick a little needle, a sewing needle, prick a little hole in it, and then work the air out, just push it in. Shouldn't have any problem on them. You want to try to avoid putting this on a real big curve though. Try to put it flat, because if you start having to bend the sign around the curve, you're going to get a wrinkle right here. If you was to do that, come in here as you're laying it on and start taking your finger in the middle and start working it out. Holding it out as much as you can and working that out as you're going out. And what you're doing is you're actually stretching the vinyl to fit the curve. But try to avoid putting them on a real, this window's curved, but it's not curved this way. If it was curved a little bit, but not enough. If it was curved hard this way, it would create a wrinkle right here. And that's the way you would do it. You can kind of stretch this putting it on. That's it. Okay, these are the envelopes they're going to be shipped in. They're padded. Heavy padding actually. When you get them, they're going to look like this. By folding them edges over, these are pretty durable. They're pretty sturdy. When you open these up, do not cut the end of the envelope off, because that decal pretty much fills that whole envelope. So be careful when you open them up. The decals themselves, handle them with care until you get them installed. Don't drop them on the ground, because you can't get any dirt on the sticky part of it. This is pretty much the only tools you need. Plastic putty knife, bought that out of Home Depot, cost about $1. Painter's tape preferably. I wouldn't use Scotch tape. I'm not sure that would work out real good. And then just a pair of scissors. But the putty knife, when you buy this edge is actually too sharp. So I just ground it off on the cement to kind of round that off a little bit. And then these corners, I rounded them off too. So when you're, because you don't want any sharp edges here. Okay, when you buy them via this video or email and gonna use crypto to pay for them, they're $40 each or $35 each for 2 or more. That includes the shipping if they're being shipped inside the United States. If you're shipping them outside of the United States, it'll be an extra $4 per shipment. So if you're just buying one, it's $4, but if you're buying 2, it's still only $4 extra at the end of the order. That covers the additional shipping costs. On eBay, they're $38 a piece, but the shipping's on top. So actually on eBay, they end up being just a little bit more because the shipping's added on top. Just look at the description box, and it has a sample of the information I need. I need what type of crippler you're using, what color of letters you want on the DigiByte and a future of money, whether blue or white, and your address. On your address, please put it line by line like I would fill it out on the envelope, because international addresses are confusing, and so don't run it all together, because I might not know where to divide the line up. So line by line, how you would fill out an envelope. List that in the email.